Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome out to the home opener here at Marist. I'm Matt Murphy in the booth. Alongside me, Sophie Gonzalez. Sophie, good to have you.
Good to be here, Matt. We're here at the first game of the season.
That's right. Nothing like spring baseball here in February, almost March. So the first game here at Jerry Queen Field, Coach Strickland's War Eagles taking on Collins Hill's Eagles. Coach Paul Parisi, head coach over there at Collins Hill. So Sophie, Collins Hill and Marist met last year, but it was an interesting game.
Yes, Matt. Last year, the game ended due to unexpected weather suspension, and the game ended in a tie 11-11 in extra innings.
Extra innings, 11-11. So, both teams are out for a little bit of blood today. Want to see who can pull out the victory tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to go down to our sideline reporter, to Kelly Kratzenberg on the sidelines, who got a chance to talk to Coach Strickland before the game.
I'm Kelly Kratzenberg reporting live from the Marist baseball game. This is the opening game for Marist and Collins Hill. Before the game, I was talking to Coach Strickland. He said that the focus of this year is to have a building year. The goal is to win state. Now back up to Sophie and Matt.
Thanks, Kelly. We really appreciate that. That was good insight there from Coach Strickland. So we're going to get started here with the first inning just momentarily. So, folks. All right, looks like we're about to get started here. War Eagles on the field. All right. All right, Sophie, so who do we got playing in the field today for Marist?
Well, on the mound, we have junior Sean Gunther pitching. Catcher will be Anthony Sherlag, Thomas Sykes on first base, Nick Carrier on second, Patrick Anhut on third, Stephen Taylor on shortstop, Michael Toner in left field, Matt Perez in center, and Jackson Armstrong in right field.
That's right, and at the plate for Collins Hill will be number 7, Austin Gonzalez.
Austin Gonzalez is a junior. He is 5'10", 175.
No, not until the visitors come on. Go to the score button. Because now, oh, you already got it on. Huh? No,
First out.
click hot.
Oh.
Listen. All right, so find the score button, click on there, now hit submit. There you go. There we go, cool. All right, so that's the one you leave out for now. And at the top of the next inning, when Collins Hill goes out, I'll tell you when to put that other one back up.
Now batting for Collins Hill, number 17, John Toplesky.
All right, so number 17, John Toplesky, I believe. Is that what we're going to say? That the shortstop?
I think so. Toplesky is a senior. He's 5'11", 180.
So first pitch is going to be taken for a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out here in the top of the first inning.
That's right, Matt.
Sean Gunther's on the mound. Second pitch called ball 2. So the windup and the pitch. High for ball number 3.
One more ball and that's a walk.
Very good. Very good, Sophie. Very good. So rough start here for Sean after an easy out, and the first batter finds the plate a little high from our vantage point, but umpire calls it a strike. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Gunther's trying to dig himself out of a little bit of hole here with the second batter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, same spot, taking strike number 2.
Ooh,
So
2 strikes, 3 balls.
That's a
What's
full
gonna
count.
be?
Yeah. Foul ball. Right over to Centennial. Good souvenir for somebody. Maybe get some autographs after the game or something. So kind of a quiet crowd here at Jerry Queen Field.
Mm-hmm.
A little cold. Long fly ball right down the center. Matt Perez trailing back, catches it for out number 2 of the inning.
Now coming to bat, DH number 25, Mitch McCain.
So Matt Perez, a junior, wearing number 12 today, or 13, number 12, I was right. So now coming to bat for Collins Hill, number 25, Mitch McCain.
Mitch McCain is a sophomore who's 5'11", 215.
And he bats left. Oh, just catching the outside corner, strike number 1. So tonight's broadcast brought to you by the MBC. So if you want to tell us a little bit about the MBC?
Well, Matt, NBC is the Marist Broadcasting Club, and actually, we just had our first morning live announcements on Friday.
We sure did.
You can look forward to seeing us on Saturday's game, which will be in Centennial Center for basketball.
That's
state
right.
championships.
The number 1 seeds got knocked off in our bracket, and we knocked off the number 2 seeds, so we are home for basketball, both boys and girls. And that's going to end the inning there. 3 up, 3 down for the War Eagles. Going into the bottom of the first inning. For Sophie Gonzalez, I'm Matt Murphy. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. And starting lineups for Collins Hill.
We have Ryan Askew on the mound, Charles Adams as catcher, Cole Zablowski on first base, Matt Vaca on second, William Howard on third, John Topolsky on shortstop, Trevor Powers in left field, Arturo Robles in mid-center, and Austin Gonzalez in right field.
So the War Eagles off to a good start at 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first inning there. Sophie, so like we were saying there, basketball teams will be playing the state tournament here at Marist. 4 o'clock girls game, 5:30 boys game, double header. NBC will be bringing you that game live too, so if you can't make it here to the Centennial Center,
check in online and we will be broadcasting to you live.
Very good, very good. And also let's talk about that morning announcements a little bit more, Sophie. So we did the NBC did the first morning announcements ever live broadcasted.
Yes, we did. On Friday, we had our anchors, seniors Bricky Nelson and Chrissy Downey report live, and we also featured a prayer and also a special on the ELC.
That's right, that's right. And the next one is this Friday, tomorrow.
Yes,
so
it is.
Same website you're tuning in to watch us tonight. You can watch the morning announcements at 8:15 tomorrow, and always on demand at playonsports.com. So at the plate, number 2, Stephen Taylor for the War Eagles.
Stephen is a junior.
Our shortstop. Wind up in a pitch. First pitch taken right down the pipe for strike number 1. So Sophie, that was a pretty good intro done by Kelly Kratzenberg down there.
It was. She's one of our Marist broadcasting reporters, making us proud.
Doing a heck of a job. Wind up in the pitch. Swing. Foul down the left field line for strike number 2. So wind up in the pitch. Foul back to the screen. Deepest field in the region here at Jerry Queen Field. So 2 strikes, no balls, no out. Bottom of the first inning here. Ask you trying to get something shut down here.
Oh.
Line drive out to right center field. Collins Hill's going to get it.
Looks like a double for Taylor.
Stephen Taylor sliding in.
He is safe.
Stretching a single to a double. So great start here for the War Eagles. No outs, man on second.
Nick Carrier's up to bat, number 19. Nick is a senior. Ooh.
I know, I can't figure out how to cut it off.
And
so Stephen Taylor trying to sneak in there for an early run for the War Eagles, gets thrown out at the plate for out number 1 of the inning. So now come to the plate, number 5, the catcher, Anthony Sherlag. Anthony is senior, one of the returning seniors this year for the War Eagles, Sophie.
Anthony Sherlag is actually a 4-year starter as catcher, Matt.
Wow. So definitely one of the senior leaders here for the War Eagles.
Yes. This year is actually the year that has had the most returning players on the varsity.
First pitch in the dirt outside for ball number 1. So runner on first. Runner on first, 1 out, 1 ball. The windup. And the pitch. In the dirt, pass ball, going to advance the runner to second. He's going to come past. Look at it. Nick's going to hold right there at second base. Nick Carrier, also a senior. star football player for the War Eagles as well. And usually one of the only student fans sitting in the stands at girls basketball games here, supporting his sister Kelsey. Got to give a shout out for Nick for doing that. So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Man on second, the windup, the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike number 1. Carrier taking a very generous lead off there. Those voices you hear behind this. Line drive right over the left fielder's head. It's going to go to the wall. Carrier going to score. Sherlag rounding first, going to get a stand-up double. War Eagles on top here at the bottom of the first inning, 1-0. Pinch runner going to come in for the War Eagles. That's number 28, Trey Oates. Sherlag going to be able to take a breather, get his catcher's gear back on.
First baseman number 24, Thomas Seitz.
So the first baseman, number 24, Thomas Seitz, coming to the bat.
Thomas Sykes is a senior at Marist.
A senior this year.
Yes.
So big thanks to Mr. Wheeler Sutton for coming after the track meet here to help run our camera. Chrissy Downey back there keeping up all of your scoreboards run, and Dee Collier switching it up, giving you all the different angles here today's broadcast. Kelly Kratzenberg, your sideline reporter. Sophie Gonzalez, our color commentator up here in the booth.
And of course, Matt Murphy.
So wind up and the pitch just outside, ball number 1. Runner on second, that's number 28, the pinch runner Trey Oates, getting in the game after Sherlock's bomb to left field. So Trey getting a sizable lead off there. Collins Hill not really worrying about him too much, not trying to hold him on. Line drive right over the third base. It's going to be fair. Trey Oates going to round third, heading for home. And it's going to be an easy stand-up double for number 24, Thomas Seitz. So, Sophie, the War Eagles off to a good start here.
Great start, Matt.
Stepping to the plate,
So,
number 7,
Coach Strickland might have to eat his words a little bit, saying this is a building year. As Kelly reported earlier to us, looks like the War Eagles are building a strong lead here in the first inning.
It does. Very strong start.
So, number 7, Michael Toner, coming to the plate for the War Eagles.
Michael Toner is a junior.
A junior. All right. So the windup and the pitch, swing and a miss for strike number 1. So runner on second, number 24, Thomas Seitz. 1 out, 2 runs in this inning, and 1 strike. And a little shot right to the second baseman. Easy flip to first. Advances the runner to third for the second out of the afternoon here.
third baseman number 11, Patrick Anhunt.
So the third baseman, number 11, Patrick Anhunt, coming to the plate. So Coach Strickland's done a pretty good job here with the War Eagle team during his tenure here at Marist.
Yes. Well, before coaching at Marist, actually, Coach Strickland was the head coach at South Forsyth High School.
South Forsyth High School, another strong program here in the greater Atlanta area. First pitch high and outside for ball number 1. So the War Eagles always having a strong baseball team here. Great coaches, great talented athletes that work really hard. Second pitch down in the dirt for ball number 2.
Well, last year the season actually ended in the quarterfinals against Greenbrier in the state playoffs.
Greenbrier always one of those teams that's always a kind of nemesis for the War Eagles, and play them regularly during the regular season because they know they're always going to see them during the playoffs. That was a tough loss there. The windup in the pitch. Line drive to the second baseman. Should be an easy out. Double pumps it. Gets it there just in the nick of time. So the War Eagles did some damage here as we head to the top of the second. War Eagles on top of Collins Hill, 2-0. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back here at the top of the second inning. Number 21, Sean Gunther, still on the mound for the War Eagles. And at the plate.
At the plate, we have Ryan Askew.
Number 13.
Askew is the pitcher, and he's also a senior, 6'5", 230.
Hey, he pops up to Nick Carey at second base. Easy fly ball for out number 1 of the inning. So 1 up, 1 down here for the War Eagles. Gunther's helping himself out.
Number 6, Cole Zabowski.
Up to bat is Cole Zablowski, number 6. Zablowski is a 9th grader. He is 6'4", 165.
And he's playing first base today.
The next event on the track.
So you hear there in the background, there's also a track meet going on. Springtime here at Marist, the busiest time on campus for all the sports. Soccer is away. Track is here. Basketball is practicing once again for the state championship, or not state championship, but state playoffs here home 4 and 5:30 in the Centennial Center. The windup and the pitch right back to the pitcher on the mound. Gunther's easy out there to first base. So as they're throwing around the horn, that's 2 up, 2 down for the War Eagles here at the top.
2 outs in a row.
Yes, it is. Top of the second inning. So number 12 coming to the plate, Trevor Powers, the left fielder.
Attention to the hurdle team. Please move the hurdles to the low setting.
So the windup and the pitch right down the pipe. Foul tipped it for strike number 1.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So as you can assume, keeping up with phones here for teenagers are kind of the hard thing. So that's a little bit of the commotion you hear in the background. So second pitch taken for a strike. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for Gunthers.
What's this pitch going to be?
Outside, high. Gunthers trying to test out that strike zone there. See what the umpire's calling. We saw there at the first inning, a little bit of a high strike zone here today. Right down the pipe. Ooh, just a bit inside. Ball number 2. So the windup pitch, foul tipped. Just going to be out of reach for, oh no!
Oh.
Curved back in. Foul ball caught by first baseman Thomas Seitz. 3 up, 3 down for the War Eagles again. We're going to head to the bottom of the second inning. We'll be back. All right, we're back here at the bottom of the second inning. War Eagles on top of Collins Hill, 2-0 at the plate. For Marist is going to be number 20, the pitch hitter, or the designated hitter, Chris McGrath.
Chris is a junior.
Junior player for the War Eagles here.
Mm-hmm.
So the windup and the pitch. First shot right over second base. Is it going to fall for a good base hit? McGrath rounding first, going to hold there for a base hit. So Sophie, the Marist team, like I said, has always been a real consistent, good team here.
Yes, Marist is actually has had 12 state championships in baseball, the most in Georgia high school history.
Wow, that's a pretty big accomplishment here for the whole history of the team. At the plate, number 12, Matt Perez. the left fielder, center fielder, excuse me. Calling time, didn't like what he see. Matt stepping out of the box. Matt's been working real hard in the off season here, spending a lot of time in the cage with a lot of his buddies here on the team, especially number 9, junior Matt McGee. Kind of workout partners, the two of them. Showing bunt pulled back. So runner on first, 1 ball. Perez showed bunt the last time. Back to first. And McGrath back safely. So Coach Strickland has, like I said, done just a great job with this program. Back to first again there is Collins Hill. Really worried about McGrath and his leadoff there, but getting back safely every time. But once again, Coach Strickland and his entire staff has done just an awesome job with the program here at Marist since he's been here.
Well, recently, Matt, Coach Strickland actually won the National High School Coach of the Year 2 years. Oh, well, actually, excuse me, 2 years ago he won this.
Gotcha, National High School. And he actually just won another award from the Dugout Club here at Marist.
That's right.
Got it a couple weeks ago. But Perez showed bunt on that one, bunt foul. Trying to advance McGrath there. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Runner on first. The windup is coming. Wow, he's holding it pretty long. Throwing me off here. Timeout called by Matt Perez, trying to ice the pitcher there a little bit. Bunt, nice bunt laid down the first base line. Going to advance McGrath. Collins Hill, perfect execution there on the bunt play. Nice sacrifice there by number 12, Matt Perez. So the other good thing here with the War Eagle team, one of the great things is the coaching staff here, and there's one very, very famous coach on the staff.
That's right, Matt. Coach Charlie LeBron was actually a pitcher in the MLB for 14 years, even winning 1 World Series with the Royals.
That's right. Coach Lee Brandt down there, awesome pitching coach here for the War Eagles. We're so thankful to have him here. He's really turned the pitching staff around, and his son is actually a pitcher for Florida State on a full scholarship down there.
Wow.
Brian Lee Brandt, I believe. It was Brian. So first pitch was a strike to number 15 at Jackson Armstrong, the right fielder. Second pitch fouled off right into the track, just missing the discus throwers. So 1 out, 2 strikes, runner on second. McGrath over there on second, the designated hitter. Collins Hill's coach, Paul Parisi, giving some signals from the dugout to move his players right to the shortstop. Boots it a little bit, and it's going to be tough, but it looks like number 15, Jackson Armstrong, stretched it out. And if the pass ball going to dirt him, and he got under the tag. So the runners advance. So I think we scored that a base hit and a error. So we got runners on second and third, 1 out for the top of the order, number 2, Stephen Taylor.
Taylor is our shortstop player.
So Taylor going to go on base in the first inning. Hopefully we can get him to do that one more time.
Hopefully get McGrath to score a point.
That's right. So change up right across the center of the plate for strike number 1. So the windup and the pitch fouled off right over towards Chambly's buses, just missing it, getting in there and bouncing around in the parking garage. Guess he's upset at a few of the teachers. Got a bad grade today or something. So that was not gunfire that you heard in the background there, just the track meet starting. So 2 strikes, 1 out, runners on second and third. The windup and the pitch outside for ball number 1.
2 strikes, 1 ball.
So Marist looking, as every team does, looking towards the state championship in May this year.
That's right. Marist actually has won 2 out of the last 3 state championships.
That's right. Fell a little short in the quarterfinals last year, but had back-to-backs the year before. So just outside ball number 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on second and third. Collins Hill's trying to not let any more runs score. Foul ball back into the Centennial Center. Coach Marshall not going to be too happy losing all these baseballs here so early in the season. Baseball budget going up, Coach. So for those that you couldn't make it out, we'd like to thank you for tuning in here to the Play On Sports Network, National High School Network, local network here, GHSA.TV.
There goes another ball heading over to Centennial.
We might need to start a lost ball count here, Sophie. So big thanks to all the Marist students that have come out here today. I see Kate Northrup, senior Taylor Gould, a few others here to root on the War Eagles. And strike number 3 right down the plate got rung. So the first strikeout for Collins Hill, first time Marist batter had to sit down. But coming to the plate for Marist, number 19, the second baseman, Nick Carrier.
In first place from Marist, Lane Smith, winning the girls' 100-meter hurdles with a time of 21:79. The current standings.
The windup in the pitch, swing and a miss. Carrier swinging for the fences there. Carrier, a big power hitter here for the War Eagles. Great second baseman. Tremendous work ethic out of this one. So 1 strike, 2 outs, runners on second and third. The windup in the pitch, swing and a miss again. Actually, let me fix that. A swing and a foul tip. So 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Complete results are posted on the stadium wall at the south end of the field.
So the temperature dropping out here under the lights at Jerry Queen Field just a little bit, getting a little nip in the air.
It's gotten a little chilly.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night, though. Great way to start off the home opener. As we move this season, we'll have to be putting some sunscreen on. But right now,
Well, we really lucked out it didn't rain today.
we did. Supposedly one of the only beautiful days this weekend was today. So we did luck out. So 2 strikes, 2 outs, the windup and the pitch. And Carrier bobbling it right down to the shortstop, third baseman, fighting over. It's going to come over. And he's safe. Runner will score. War Eagles go up 3-0. That shows heads up base running there by Nick Carrier, not giving up, sprinting down, doing everything he could to get to first base. So runners on the corner, 2 out, coming to the plate. The catcher, number 5, Anthony Sherlag. As Sophie told us earlier, the 4-time starter here, varsity starter for the War Eagles. Hit that long bomb into third base last time, or down the left field the last time he was up at bat. So let's see if he can't drive some more people in here. So runners on the corner, not holding them on. Carrier taking a nice long lead off there. Jackson Armstrong on third.
Number 15.
I heard Jackson has an interesting nickname. The Real Jack Stone. Not exactly sure what that's all about, but probably get in trouble for saying that. Catching the inside corner, strike number 1. So 2 outs, 1 strike, or runners on the corner. And Sophie, you and I have half an inning left together, and you're going to trade positions with
Our very own Kelly Kratzenberg.
going to join us as a color commentator, and then you're going to head down and see if you can't get a
Inside
fifth
scoop from Coach Novak.
Yeah, 5th inning stretch from Coach Novak. And Carrier stealing, and it was the steal home. The double steal was on, so War Eagles scored another run, the overthrow at home. Number 15, Jackson Armstrong coming in. So 4-0. Carrier on second. And Anthony Sherlag still at the plate. So Sherlag at the plate with 2 outs and 2 strikes on him. Collins Hill desperately trying to get out of this inning, already given up 2 more runs. So right through the gap between first and second. Second baseman actually dives, catches it, and gets it there in time and gets Askew out of the inning. But damage was done. Marist leaving 1 on, but up 2 more runs, make it 4-0, heading to the top of the third. And we'll be right back.
Catcher number 8.
All right, here we are, top of the third inning. Collins Hill down to the War Eagles 4-0. At the plate is going to be the catcher number 8, Charles Adams.
We have Sean Gunther, number 21, returning as pitcher on the mound.
So catching that top center of the strike zone there for strike number 1. So Gunther's feeling pretty good on the mound, it looks like. Swing and a dribbler.
Ooh, and that's an out.
Yeah, Anthony Sherlag choosing to field it. Looked like it was going to roll foul, but knew he had time. Fielded it straight to the first baseman, Tom in sight. So 2-3 for the first out of the inning. So coming to the plate, number 18, Arturo Robles for Collins Hill.
Arturo is a junior, and he's 6 feet 215.
So just a bit inside for ball number 1. So Sean Gunther's not a bad start for the first game of the season here. Just 2 innings under his belt. The lineup in the pitch showed bunt. It was way, way outside, but he caught it. And
two outs in a row.
yeah, 2 up, 2 down so far for the War Eagles. 1-3
Number 22, William
out there.
Holland.
So William Holland, number 22, the third baseman, a freshman. Look at that. 5'7",
Wow.
145 freshman coming to the plate. Don't see many freshmen on a caliber team like Collins Hill. So swinging an outside pitch right to the shortstop, all the way over, stretching real big. Thomas Seitz for out number 3. So the War Eagles not messing around. 3 up, 3 down here at the top of the third inning. As we head to the bottom of the third, Sophie, I'm going to say goodbye. And when we come back, I'll have Kelly Kratzenberg in the booth with me for the rest of the game. All right, here we are, bottom of the third inning. We're back in the booth with Kelly Krasenberg. Kelly, glad to have you up here.
I'm glad to be up here, Matt. It's a great day for Marist baseball.
It is a great day for Marist baseball. So big thanks for getting that interview with Coach Strickland at the beginning of the game and giving us those fun facts about the season.
Oh, yes. Coach Strickland is a great coach to talk to, very helpful. He's a great coach for the boys.
Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. So at the plate here, starting off the bottom of the third inning, number 24, the first baseman, Thomas Seitz. So the windup and the pitch just inside. So that's 2 balls and 1 strike on Thomas. Kelsey Carrier coming up into the booth today after her hard practice, getting ready for the state playoffs. Third round, I believe, second or third round here.
Coming to watch her brother, Nick Carrier.
That's right. Nick supports her during girls basketball. One of the only student fans that are there.
That's right, Matt.
Right at the beginning of the game, always there to support his sister and his family. So we want to wish the Lady War Eagles good luck on Saturday, 4 o'clock, Centennial Center. So the windup in the pitch, 2 balls, 1 strike, taking it nice and high right down the center of the plate for the second strike. All right. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. So Kelly, you got any interesting facts for us for our pitcher here for the War Eagles?
Well,
I'm just giving you a hard time, Kelly. So dribbler down to the second baseman, easy fielding option right to first base for the first out of the inning. Now coming to the plate is number 7, the left fielder, Michael Toner.
Number 7, left fielder, Michael Toner. Toner is your batter.
So at the plate, Michael Toner. So Michael Toner is kind of pals with somebody else on the team, isn't he, Kelly?
yes. He and Matt Perez are said to have a quote-unquote bromance.
So a bromance brewing here for the War Eagles.
As I hear from the boys on the team.
So Michael Toner, line drive to the second baseman, easy out for out number 2 of the inning. So far for the Collins Hill Eagles, starting to make an easy play here at the bottom of the War Eagles lineup. So coming to the plate is number 11, the third baseman, Patrick Anhunt.
Patrick Anhunt is not only a star on the field, but off the field. He is the head editor for the Blue and Gold sports column at Marist.
So what is the Blue and Gold, Kelly?
The Blue and Gold is the school newspaper. It's the oldest newspaper in the state of Georgia.
So it's the longest running high school published newspaper here in the state of Georgia, really?
Yes.
That's great. So number 11 there, Patrick Anhunt taking 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. Trying to get something started here for the War Eagles in the bottom of the third. Nice eye there, taking the 4th pitch as a ball. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. War Eagles on top of Collins Hill right now, 4-0. The windup in the pitch right down the pipe to fill the count. So on deck is the designated hitter, Chris McGrath, who will be leading off the top of the 4th inning as Collins Hill made easy work of the War Eagles here in the bottom of the 3rd. 3 up, 3 down. War Eagles still on top, 4-0, and we'll be right back. right, we're back here at the top of the 4th inning for Collins Hill. Number 7, as soon as I flip my paper here, number 7, Austin Gonzalez, the right fielder, at the plate. And a pop down the right field line. Thomas Seitz right under it in foul territory for out number 1 of the inning. So Sean Gunther making easy work of...
Nice job, War Eagles.
So Kelly, first time commentating here in the booth. So what did you do to kind of prepare for the game?
Well, actually, I have a funny story about my preparation. This morning I was trying to gather some facts about the team, and some of the boys shared some of their facts that they think were appropriate for the game. According to Parker Mathis, Sean Gunther is the best player ever.
The best player ever. Well, tonight I will have to say Sean has definitely shown some commanding pitching here. I mean, 4-0 War Eagles on top. Haven't allowed a hit yet by Collins Hill. And right now he's having a little trouble with number 17, John Topleski, the shortstop. He's behind in the count, 3-0. So anything else interesting that you learned from the boys this morning?
Actually, the boys told me that they have a nickname for the 5 sophomores that made varsity in the 2012 year. They called themselves the Fab Five.
The Fab Five,
They
huh?
still live up to that nickname
They
today.
do. I do. Well, fly ball out to right field.
Nice
Jackson
catch.
Armstrong under it. Perfect field position. Quick into second base for out number 2 of the inning. So once again, Sean Gunther's, you know, he's trying to live up to that reputation that you got, best player ever. He's definitely showing it tonight, but
Yes.
I think only the season's going to tell for him.
Mm-hmm. Great pitching so far.
So at the plate, number 25, Mitch McCain, the designated hitter. Mitch is a 10th grader, 5'11", 215, bats lefty. So two balls here, 2 outs, no one on. So a blooper right to the third baseman, bobbles it a little bit, gets under it, and throws it away. Automatic advanced base for the runner. Threw the ball out of bounds. So an error definitely there on number 11, Patrick Anhunt. But I must have to give him a little positive feedback there, keeping the ball in front of him.
Now batting for Collins Hill, number 13, pitcher Ryan.
So let's see if we have anybody out there watching that can answer a trivia question. How about that?
That sounds great.
You want to see that? All right, so let's see if anyone knows the answer to that. So what does that say?
Who was the first black player in the MLB? Does anybody know?
So if you do, email murphym@marist.com, murphym@marist.com, and we'll see if anyone's out there can answer who was the first black player in Major League Baseball. So fly ball out to center field, easy for Matt Perez to get underneath. Once again, the War Eagles 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the 4th inning. As we head to the bottom of the 4th, we'll be right back. All right, we're going to go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Bottom of the fourth inning with the designated hitter, McGrath. Chris McGrath.
Up to bat, number 20, Chris McGrath is a junior.
So the windup and the pitch, 2 balls early for the designated hitter. Collins Hill should have some respect for McGrath. He took him long in the first inning at his last at bat. So 3 balls, no strikes, no outs here. So Kelly, you want to ask that trivia question one more time in case people are just now tuning in?
Who was the first black player in the MLB?
Who was the first black player in Major League Baseball? So first strike here, 3 balls, 1 strike, no out. Email your answer to Murphy M. That's MURPHYM at Marist.com.
And there may be a prize.
There might be. There might be a prize. You never know. Outside. Oh, just catching the corner. I think that was a liberal corner right there by that umpire, but just catching the corner. Full count. So the War Eagles have 1 error, 5 hits, 4 runs, and we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Swing and a miss. McGrath's going to be heading back to the dugout, and now coming out, number 12, Matt Perez, the center fielder.
Matt Perez is coming out to bat and taking some time away from spending time with his best friend, Michael Toner.
That's right. We heard about that bromance last inning, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
So catching the bottom corner there for strike number 1.
Matt, I'm recruiting Kelsey for the NBC club. She's our next morning anchor. No, to replace me. Matt, is anyone working that camera? No. Okay. Seriously? So where are the cameras? There's one right next to the dugout down there, and then there's one right there.
Still have Matt Perez up to bat.
So Matt Perez staying alive, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. No one on. Check swing. Oh, appeal to the first base umpire. He overruled it for strike number 3. So 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning for the War Eagles. And now at the plate, number 15, Jackson Armstrong.
Jackson Armstrong also wants to pursue a career in rapping. He's very talented with his music.
So first swing there for Jackson at the plate. This up. Hit it right over to the batting cages. So
If you're interested in some entertainment, tune into YouTube for Jackson's video maybe next year.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Marist still on top, 4-0 in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's a lot more of the basketball team coming out to cheer on the War Eagles. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
Matt, can you give me the mic so I can start singing?
So line drive to the second baseman. Should be an easy out, double hopped for the 3rd out of the inning. So Collins Hill playing a little stronger than they did in the first 3 innings.
They're really coming along.
3
but
up, 3 up, 3 down.
The War Eagles continue to fight.
4-0. 5 hits, 1 error as we head to the top of the 5th. We'll be right back. All right, we're going to head to the top of the 5th inning. High school, we play 7 innings, so top of the 5th here, just about halfway, just about time to get to our quote-unquote 7th inning stretch at the mid of the 5th inning, where Sophie's over there trying to find a coach to interview. Probably going to end up with Coach Novak, but we'll have to see. Changing pitching here for the War Eagles, number 13, Jordan Baker on the mound.
Jordan Baker throws 90 miles an hour.
Jordan gives up a blooper to left field for a base hit by Collins Hills. Is that number 6 there, Kelly? Cole Zabowski. So first hit for Collins Hill, Cole Zabowski. On first, no outs. So the windup and the pitch. Zabowski taking a long lead there off of first base. First pitch called a ball. Jordan Baker trying to pick off Cole unsuccessfully. Threw it right in the dirt. Good fielding there by Thomas Seitz. And Kelly, it looks like you got a fan club brewing down there. Everyone keeps looking up at you in the stands here, wondering what you're doing.
Oh, they're just my friends from school.
Uh-huh. So line driver to third base. So that was a 5-4-3 double play for the War Eagles, helping Jordan out on the mound there. So we want to thank Brian Mooney for showing up here, working our camera there. We lost the cameraman, but now we got one back. So hopefully the picture there will get a little bit better for you. So 2 outs here for the War Eagles. Great double play execution, and that just shows the senior leadership that we have here on the War Eagle team. First pitch inside, catching the corner for strike number 1.
Jordan Baker is thinking about going to Georgia Tech for college and playing baseball.
He is. If you haven't been down to that beautiful Georgia Tech baseball stadium, it's a great thing to do on spring day.
Looks like Sophie's still trying to find that coach to interview.
Well, she's coming back over, so foul ball here. Back in the crowd, another souvenir. Coach Marshall's going to have to dig deep there to get the ball budget up a little bit. Matt McGee running out to go get the foul ball for the War Eagles. So the windup and the pitch, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Line driver back over to third base. He's going to double hop it and in the dirt, but still made it there. Thomas Seitz, great infield play. Great fielding there by Thomas. So 3 up, 3 down for the War Eagles. Jordan Baker looking pretty good on the mound. So we're going to head here to the bottom of the 5th inning. And it looks like we're going to throw it down to Sophie Gonzalez on the field. We're going to throw it down to Sophie Gonzalez on the field with Coach Novak. Sophie?
Thanks, Kelly and Matt. I'm here with Coach Novak. So, Coach, what do you think of Marist's performance so far in this game?
Well, we started off real good. Sean Gunther, a junior pitcher, came out and held them without a hit for the first 4 innings. And first couple 3 at-bats, we put some wood on the ball and got 4 runs. So we started off real good.
Coach, how do you motivate your players?
Well, I think with the first game, especially being at home, they're excited about playing. So, there's no need to motivate them. They were ready to play.
And what do the Marist War Eagles need to do to finish the game strong and pull out a victory?
Just need to keep doing what they're doing. Get some solid at-bats and play good defense. And, we're up on the scoreboard, and we'll keep it that way.
Well, thanks so much, Coach. Back to you, Kelly and Matt.
Thanks, Sophie.
That was great, Sophie. Thanks for that insight there with Coach Novak. We really appreciate that. Coach Novak does a great job with not only the baseball team, but the football team. He helps out the basketball team. He's the sports information director here at Marist, and, just kind of jack of all trades, and always willing to give his time for the students here at Marist, so we appreciate that.
All around, he does so much for the school. And we have another trivia question. If anybody knows how many previous Marist players have played in the Marist in the MLB, please send an email to Matt Murphy, and there will be a prize.
So we do have our first person that has emailed in.
Congratulations to Christine Kratzenberg,
who got our first trivia question right. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Support of the NBC, we really appreciate it. So on the mound is still number 14, Ryan Eskew for Collins Hill. At the plate, top of the order for the War Eagles, number 2, Stephen Taylor. Number 2, Stephen Taylor, taking the first 2 pitches as balls.
Stephen Taylor is a junior at Marist.
Just outside, ball number 3. So once again, we have another trivia question. The first one got answered by Christine Kratzenberg. Very smart lady, up on her Major League Baseball trivia. But now, what's the trivia question again?
How many previous Marist players have played in the MLB?
So if you know the answer, email murphym@marist.com, and we'll see if we can't get you some sort of prize pack. We'll have Kelly come clean your windows or something. First answer from our cameraman, Brian Mooney, and no, 6 is not right. 6 is not right. So the windup and the pitch, swing and a miss for strike number 3. So now coming to the plate, number 19, Nick Carrier, second baseman, senior here at Marist. Nick Carrier, one of those players, the senior leaders here on the team with a strong work ethic. Oh, nice bunt down the third base line. Nick is fast and no throw. Perfect execution there by Nick Carrier, laying down the perfect bunt. So 1 out, 1 on for senior number 5, Anthony Sherlag.
Anthony Sherlag is a 4-year varsity starter catcher for the Marist War Eagles.
So Anthony, a 4-year starter. It's a big deal. You really don't see freshmen starting on high school baseball teams very often, do you, Kelly?
No, especially at Marist. Very competitive sport here.
So 1 out, runner on first. They are definitely respecting Carrier out there on first base. Throw over to hold him on. So shot right to third base. Nice execution by the third baseman. Quick throw over. So sacrifice there by number 5, Anthony Sherlag. Advances Nick Carrier to second base, so 2 outs. And coming to the plate, number 24, the first baseman, Thomas Seitz.
We like great work. We love the movement. Nice, nice. That's artsy. What?
Oh, first pitch taken as a strike. First pitch taken as a strike. Let's see if we have anyone answering our trivia question yet here. Not yet, not yet. Night's still young, Kelly. Night's still young. So line drive out to center field, and Collins Hill going to be right under it. Arturo Robles, who is out there making the third out of the inning. So the War Eagles leave 1 on, still 4-0 on top of Collins Hill, and we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're heading to the top of the 6th inning On the mound here for his second inning, Jordan Baker pitching for the War Eagles.
Jordan Baker not only is a pitcher, but he is also the secretary for his Peace and Justice group.
Very well-rounded Marist student here. Not only a sports guy, but also part of the Peace and Justice group here at Marist. That's great. Wind up in the pitch. Just a bit outside. Ball number 1. So at the plate, the man that made that last out last inning, the center fielder, Arturo Robles, number 18. Foul ball for strike number 1. So what other fun facts did you learn this morning in your advisory homeroom?
Well, I'm sure that you all know the Perezes, and Matt Perez is the third Perez to play varsity baseball at Marist.
The third?
Quite the athletic family.
The third of the Perez, the greater Perez family to play baseball here. Matt Perez lives in an awesome neighborhood as well. I might just happen to live in that same one, but we'll have to see. Looking at your fun fact sheet here, Kelly, I don't think that these boys thought you knew much about baseball here.
No, they thought that they should inform me that there's 4 bases in the game. Like
Yeah.
I would not know that, Matt.
I can't believe it. Just because you're a girl, they didn't think you knew the game. Can you believe that?
I cannot believe that.
Boys.
Those boys.
Craziness. So number 22 showing bunt, pulling back. So number 22, William Holland, the third baseman. Once again, freshman for Collins Hill. Don't see freshmen too often. So showed bunt, the first pitch, called a ball, pulled back. Showed bunt again, pulled back again in the dirt for ball number 2.
Jordan Baker, who's pitching for Marist, thought that it would be great to provide me with an outfit for the game today, but he did not factor in the idea that he's much bigger than me, so unfortunately I could not fit into
His jersey.
the jersey that he brought for me to wear
Well,
as
that's
the anchor.
a nice offer, though, for
Yes,
him to do
such
that.
a kind boy.
So a nice bunt laid down by number 22, William Holland, fielded perfectly. So now at the plate, number 7, Austin Gonzalez, the right fielder for Collins Hill. So 1 out, runner on second, right down the pipe for strike number 1. So if you don't want to just tune into these broadcasts, even though we appreciate you doing it, but if you want to actually come out, go to Marist.com, go to the athletics section, varsity baseball, see the whole schedule. There's nothing better than baseball at Marist on a spring afternoon.
Doesn't really feel like spring right now, Matt. It's very chilly out here under the lights.
It is. It was a 10 on the Mellish meter today, according to Kurt Mellish. I think he meant before whatever time it is now, almost 7 o'clock. But so Kelly, what else is happening around campus? What's going on down in the drama department these days?
Well, the spring musical.
All right, there we go. The War Eagles acting like they were going to throw. They got the lead runner. Little trick play. Nice job by Patrick Anhunt and Stephen Taylor communicating there and getting the lead runner at third base. So 2 outs, runner on first, and at the plate is number 17. So, Kelly, you were saying about the drama department?
Yes, the spring musical, The Drowsy Chaperone, will be after spring break. So make sure once you've gotten your tan from spring break, come back and get some tickets to go see The Drowsy Chaperone.
Yeah, spring break coming early next week. All exams for...
Yes, stressful time for all Marist students and teachers.
Yeah, so exams next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then all the Marist students head out for spring break that first week of March.
Not to mention, another thing the tan will come in useful for is the Sadie Hawkins dance. The
So
weekend
War
after
Eagles,
spring break.
perfect throw and throw down to second. Caught stealing. Perfect defensive execution by the War Eagles. So you were saying the tan would come in good for what?
For the Sadie Hawkins dance. It is the weekend after spring break.
Okay, so I think it's like March 11th, something like that. Somewhere in there. Well, that's cool. So Sadie Hawkins.
Make sure you get your tickets.
And girls, make sure you ask those dates. Those boys are going fast from what I understand.
Yes.
So as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, the War Eagles still on top, 4-0. And we'll be right back. All right, number 7, Michael Toner coming up to the plate for the War Eagles, left fielder here. Coach Strickland out talking to the umpire, so it looks like we might have some player personnel changes. Can't quite see who is on deck right now, but so number 7, Michael Toner. It looks like we do have a pitching change. Can you see the number there on the jersey out there? Number 14.
Number 14 is Luis Delatorre. Hopefully I got that name
I think so,
right.
yeah, Luis Delatorre. The new pitcher for Collins Hill. So Toner taking first pitch, a ball, and line drive back here in our booth. Another souvenir for the fans down there.
Looks like some of the JV boys have caught the ball.
All excited. So
Rowdy.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Bottom of the 6th inning. War Eagles on top 4-0 on Collins Hill. Taking second pitch as a ball as well. So just a few diehard fans left here in this cold weather. Pop up to the third baseman, William Holland, underneath it for the first out of the inning. So 1 up, 1 down so far. Coming to the plate. So number 3, Marchant Young, the senior, is going to come in batting for Patrick Anhunt. So Marchant Young in the game. See if he'll be going to third base there for the War Eagles.
Looks like we have a few fans that came over from the track meet to watch during breaks in between their events.
So line drive out to center field. It looks like Arturo Robolas is going to be right underneath it for out number 2 of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down. And no one's answered our trivia question just yet here, Kelly. Still
I'll
waiting.
ask it one more time. If anybody knows how many previous Marist players are playing in the MLB, please send an email to Matt Murphy.
MurphyM@Marist.com. So number 20, Chris McGrath, a junior who is designated hitter tonight. He is at the plate for 2 outs here. Takes the first pitch as a ball. McGrath struck out at his last at bat. Line drive down to left center field. Arturo underneath it, and he's got it, out number 3 of the inning. So 3 up, 3 down for Collins Hill. The cold weather might be feeling it here. So we're going to head to the top of the 7th inning, see if the War Eagles can close out the game. We'll be right back.
Trey Oates.
So now playing left field for the War Eagles, number 28, Trey Oates. Out there for Michael Toner.
Stepping to the plate, number 17, John Toplewski.
So Collins Hill needs to get 4 runs here in this inning to stay alive in the game. Coming to the plate for Collins Hill, number 17, John Toplewski, the shortstop. Jordan Baker still on the mound. I thank Jordan for attempting to help us with the broadcast tonight and with our wardrobe, at least, I guess I should say. But half swing, a foul ball for strike number 1.
Jordan must be tired after pitching for so many innings. That arm is going to get worn out soon.
Well, I think that's why Coach Strickland's splitting duty here tonight so that he can get some experience under both Gunther's and Baker's belt here, but not wear either one of them out too much. But cold weather definitely going to play a little bit of effect on him tonight. So 2 strikes to Toplewski. War Eagles trying to get out of this game with a W after last time they, high and outside, ball number 1. Last time they met ended in tie, extra innings, 11-11. Had to call the game a tie due to weather. And in the dirt for strike, ball number 2. A big shout out to Maggie King, who is in the stands tonight. And number 13, Jordan Baker, throwing one right down the pipe for strike number 3. So 1 up, 1 down so far. Coming to the plate, number 25, Mitch McCain, designated hitter. So Mitch McCain, a lefty, 10th grader, 5'11", 215. Swing and a miss. A little change up there for Baker for strike number 1. Second pitch. Second pitch a ball, so wind up and a pitch down the dirt, ball number 2. So we still don't have
Let's
a winner.
see if Jordan can strike him out.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. War Eagles trying to get out of this game.
A shout out to Jessica Perez watching the Marist baseball game. Thanks for the support, Jessica.
So swing and foul tip. Stay alive here. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, no one on. It's the top of the 7th inning. War Eagles trying to get 2 more outs so that their fans can go get warm. So the wind up, swing and a miss. So peel down to first base, and they still call it a ball. So 3 balls, full count. So the wind up and the pitch. Swing and a miss for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down. They're throwing the ball around the horn. Brings to the plate the last chance here for Collins Hill to stay alive. Number 11, Chris Schwartzer. So I'd like to thank everyone that's tuning in. Big sisters, moms, dads, everyone that's tuning in to the home opener here.
How nice is it of Jessica to tune in from college?
Jessica Perez, alum here of the Marist War Eagles.
Class of 2012.
Down in the dirt, ball number 2. Was she out at Georgia College and State University, I think?
You know, I don't know, Matt, but I think you're right.
So right down the pipe, strike number 1. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, no one on. War Eagles looking really good here in the home opener. I think we have a lot to be proud of these boys here and a good season to look forward to. Another one down in the dirt for 3 balls, 1 strike and 2 outs. So a walk.
Here's a walk.
First walk of the game. So number 11, Chris Schwartzer, keeping it alive here for Collins Hill.
Now batting first base.
Coming to the plate, the first baseman, Cole Zabowski. Coming to the plate. Looks like we're going to have a pitch runner.
Got some results. In the boys' 400-meter run, the boys'
Pitch runner,
400-meter run.
number 2.
So the pitch runner is going to be number 2, Franklin Ramirez. 11th grader, 5'6", 150, bats right-handed.
From Dunwoody, Miles Jones.
So the track meet finishing up out there. It looks like Marist did pretty good. Having local rival Chamblee and Dunwoody here on
Yes.
campus today.
Morgan Ilse ran against her rival Alex Cameron in 2 races and unfortunately came in second, with
So-
Alex coming in first
So
in the
just
mile.
on top of Jordan Baker, fielded real easy by Nick Carrier there. So 4 up, 3 down.
Great play, War Eagles.
And that's going to do us here at Jerry Queen Field. So the War Eagles defeating Collins Hill this time 4-0. So we'd like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight as the boys go out there and shake hands. We are going to remind you, no game tomorrow, doubleheader on Saturday, state playoffs for
Marist
basketball. Girls game at 4, boys at 5:30. The NBC will be bringing you all the action if you can't make it to the Centennial Center. But if you haven't been to a game yet at the Centennial Center this year, this is one you do not want to miss. So for Sophie Gonzalez, you're Kelly Katzenberg, and I'm Matt Murphy.
I'm
For
Kelly
the
Katzenberg signing off from NBC.
Oh, we're still learning here, folks. So thanks to our production crew, Dee Collier, Chrissy Downey, Wheeler Sutton.
Kelsey Carrier.
Yeah, Kelsey
Mooney.
Carrier joining us in the booth, and Brian Mooney, who helped us out a little bit today. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. And hopefully we will be bringing you more of Marist baseball action here later in the season. So thanks for tuning in, and
Have a great night, War Eagles.
Hi, I'm Kelly Kratzenberg here live with Anthony Sherlag. So Anthony, what did you think of your performance tonight?
I thought the team played pretty well. Our first 2 innings were pretty strong, and we slowed down a little bit, but first 2 innings were pretty good. And defense played really well, so it was a good game.
All right, what are your goals for the next game, Anthony?
Next game, I think our hitting's got to be a lot more consistent, and overall, I mean, our D played really well, so we just got to keep it up.
All right, thank you, Anthony. Now to Sophie and Sean.
Kelly, I'm with Jordan Baker. Great job pitching today, Jordan. Have you always been a pitcher?
I started pitching when I was 12. I've been playing since I was 5, so about 7 years ago.
Wow. Jordan, what's the best advice a coach has ever told you?
The best advice coach has ever told me is to just stay calm and just believe in yourself, and you know you'll get through it.
Neat. And Jordan, if you weren't a baseball player, what other sports would you consider?
I'd be throwing bombs in the football field as a quarterback.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jordan.